Okay, so something I was playing around with, and this was an idea that I got from Michael Eskin, and not that he's the one that originated this, but he was talking about how he had a Burke where the C natural was just a little bit sharp for his liking, and he said he just dealt with it for years, and he made a post where he said I finally just went ahead and taped it, and I read through the comments, and somebody suggested taping the bottom of the holes. So what I've done is I've taken some electrical tape. So my Burke is one of my favorite Soprano D whistles, and the only thing that I didn't like about it is that the C natural, even when with this fingering, seemed like it tends to be a little bit sharp if you blow it a little bit too hard. And so what I did is I taped just the very very bottom of that with some electrical tape, and it's about perfect now. So it's now it's possible. I think it depending on how large this hole is, adding the tape maybe cuts the volume a little bit or makes it a little bit more veiled. Uh, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, this. Um, to me, that sounds fine. Um, Now, I know this is my preferred C natural fingering. I just like the stability of it. Some people like this, and my thought was that if you're a two fingers kind of person and you've got a whistle that requires this fingering, otherwise it's too sharp, then you could probably tape it up just a little bit and flatten it slightly to get this fingering to be in tune for you. Um, and so there are a couple of whistles that I went through and I taped like this. And one of them I have, so my the Potter whistle. This is the Timothy J. Potter whistle, which I think is a fantastic whistle. It was about $32, I think, when I bought it, and I liked it so much I bought two of them. But like, it's got a really clear, nice tone. Extremely balanced. It's a nice full end. Um, just a nice whistle to play, but the C natural, even with two finger or with this grip, it's just really, it's kind of off. It's noticeably off. That's even worse. So I think maybe this is one. You can try that, but even that doesn't work very well. So this is one you would have to half hole. But what I tried is taping this, and you can see I had to tape a little bit more of the hole, and it's a smaller hole than the one on my Burke. And this works pretty well, but you can hear it's a little bit more veiled. But again, I think that's perfectly acceptable. Now, if you wanted this one to be a two finger hole one, I think you'd probably have to cover the hole up too much, and it would probably affect the tuning or the quality of that note too much. But I think this is a great option for that one. Like to me, to my mind, that solved that issue. The last one that I had that I really is the Chieftain Cobre, and this one I really like this whistle. There's just something about it. It's so chirpy and it's got like a complexity to the tone. I just keep coming back to it, and I might eventually get some of the other keys, but this one in particular, I was actually using this fingering here to get the C natural cross fingered, or I'd half hole. But for cross fingering, you had to put 4 fingers down. So normally I'm either doing this or doing this, and so for this one I had to like remember to do that, which is just weird. But otherwise it was really sharp. But adding the tape fix. Now, each one of these, some of them I had to tape a couple of times, and I could probably fine tune it a little bit more. I was basically just eyeballing it and putting some tape on, and I could probably undo it and try it a little bit again. This one seems like I could possibly tape it even a little bit more. And the idea is you tape the bottom of the hole rather than the top to keep from flattening the C sharp with all fingers, or most of the fingers off except for the anchor. So if you tape the top, it would affect the tuning on that one, but taping the bottom doesn't seem to affect it much at all. And now it seems like I could tape it maybe a little bit more, and it would be probably right now. I think it's closer to where the Burke was when I started. Anyway, so yeah, I just thought that was a useful thing if you're struggling with the C natural cross fingering. Like either you want to be able to use 2 fingers rather than having to put down 3, or you just have a cross fingering that just it's too sharp. Then I would recommend get some electrical tape and tape it up and see if that makes the experience more enjoyable for you, because I said it's certainly that's for the Cobre and for these whistles that I just showed. Those were pretty much the only issues that I had with any of them, and they were minor issues. And with the Burke, I wouldn't blow quite as hard, but being able to put that tape on and not have to be so careful with that note, it's very nice. So anyway, I hope that is helpful. So.